So what is up, guys? Welcome to vlog 5. Today we're gonna get the Mach 1 washed. It was sitting in the garage for quite some time. No washing. It's got a fine layer of dust all over it. It's pretty dirty. So we're gonna get the Mach 1 washed. We're gonna change some oil. We got 3 cars oil to change. We're gonna dispose of said oil, and then we'll probably, pretty boring, we're just doing like maintenance stuff, so we'll probably just go to a Burnout for fun. So yeah, stick around, but we'll start by washing the Mach 1, and then we'll get into some oil changes. So we're gonna wash the Mach 1. A little bit of a pro tip here: if you're gonna go out and buy car wash soap, one of the most important things about car wash soap is the smell. The more carnauba in it, the better it smells. You got to get some good smelling stuff. I prefer turtle wax. Turtle wax has always been good. But we're gonna go ahead and get the car washed. It's pretty simple. If you want to figure out how to wash a car, I suggest you go look it up. You basically put water on the car, and then you put soap on it, and then you dry it off, or you rinse it, then you dry it off. If you can take a shower, you can basically wash a car. Just don't try to rub any steel wool or anything, rough on the car like sandpaper. All right, let's get washing. So that's it, guys. 30 minutes is what the time lapse says. Car's washed, car's clean. We're gonna put it back in the garage, hide it for a little bit. I gotta pick what car to do a burnout in later, so that'll be interesting. I really want to do in this car. We'll see how the weather holds tomorrow or tonight. But now we're gonna pull the car in, change the oil in this car, change the oil in Scarface, change the oil in the Resto Mod, and then we'll be all ready to go. So just like doing your car wash, I'm going to show you how to change your oil with a very awesome high-speed time lapse. So before a time lapse of the oil changes, I figured I'd give you guys another pro tip. So when it comes to oil changes, first and foremost, don't make a mess. Otherwise, you might be having to use all those bottles of brake clean to clean up the mess. Oil on the floor is always a pain. Secondly, I use ramps. Ramps make it easier. I don't think jacking up the car and going through an oil change, it's just too much time jacking up the car. Buy ramps, use ramps. They sell them everywhere. It makes it easy. And I guess lastly, if you don't change your own oil, I'm only going to judge you a little bit. If you can get your oil changed for cheaper than it costs you to buy oil yourself, then I would suggest doing it. It's less of a time sink, but then how much time are you really buying? It doesn't take long to do, and it's something fun, and you don't have to go somewhere, leave your car, coordinate schedules, figure out what the shop's doing, and then you know the job's done right. So you don't have to worry about someone leaving your oil filter loose and oil getting everywhere, or someone not filling it up all the way or filling it up too much. So the pro tip of the day is really do your oil changes yourself. Don't be lazy. All right, let's get some oil changes done. So I'll take a chance real quick while I got the car in the garage with a light on it. I figured I'll tell you a little bit about the Mach 1 here. So it is a 351 Cleveland motor. It is a 4-valve Cleveland motor, or 4-barrel, whatever you want to call it from the factory. It's a Q-code car. Although it's a Q-code car, this is a 71 motor. I believe the 71 motor has a little bit of a different tune-up than the 73 motor, as in 73. there were a lot of emission things that were added to the motor to make it more fuel efficient, which didn't help back then anyway. But so it's a 71 motor. It's bored 30 over, so it is nothing else bottom end really done other than it's 30 over. Top end wise, it's got roller rockers, it's got a cam in it. I don't know the specs on the cam. It was in the car when I bought the car 10 years ago. Endelbrock intake manifold, a Holley 650 carb, full MSD ignition, the Pro Billet distributor, the blaster coil, the 6AL2 box, and wires. Other than that, it does have a little 125 shot on it of nitrous. It's a plate system, and as you may have noticed, the bottle's back there in the back. So that's pretty much the motor. I don't think I'm leaving anything off the list. March brackets, if you like aesthetic stuff, for the power steering alternator, and aluminum radiator for all the cooling. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything I'm missing. If there is, then I don't know my car like I do. So that's the Mach 1. It's been the car for a long time. I bought this car in high school and have just been tuning on it, learning, and then now I have 3 other cars. So let's get this oil change going now. So now we got the Mach 1's oils changed. It's the next day. Got a little lazy, went to bed. Now we're going to change the rest of Mod's oil and Scarface's oil. So let's do that quickly. Got the oil changed in the Scarface car, but the auto parts store called, and the battery that was in the Mach 1 that sat for 11 months is good. It's good to go. They charged it up. It works fine. So I have been driving the Mach 1 quite a bit, so we're going to pull the battery back out of the Mach 1, put it back in the red car, then we can change the oil. But yeah, I'll have all 4 cars running. I can drive them whenever I want. Don't have to swap batteries. So let's get the battery in, and then we'll change the oil. Let me show you guys with the dipstick here what I believe to be the reason why this car was sold, right? So we knew there was an engine problem. We knew it was drinking oil. It does have a check engine light. We'll go over that later, but that's a clean dipstick. Pull it back out. See, there's just barely a little bit of oil on the tip there. Now, it was all the way to the middle when we picked the car up. I put 600 miles on the car, and it has drained that much oil. So that's about a quarter of a quart in 600 miles. So it is drinking a lot of oil. I believe it is coming out the tailpipes. It's not mixing with the antifreeze, so it doesn't sound like a head gasket. It sounds more like the ring seal. It's just blow by that's coming through. So just keep it topped off with oil. Probably check the oil every time we go to the gas station. But then we can get building on our short block that came out of the Scarface car that has a brand new 5.0 short block in it. So I have the old 5.0 or the old 4.6 short block, and I will put that back together. That thing didn't drink any oil, and hopefully we can slap the top end of this motor onto that motor. That's obviously down the line. Let's get the oil changed in here. Let's throw some stop leak in it. Pro tip: the best way to clean everything is to blast it with brake clean. So what's up, guys? We got all the oil changed, we got all the car washed. Now it's time for a burnout. So, pro tip, I'm gonna teach you how to do it, right? First things first, safety. So we're gonna grab our seat belt. We're gonna throw our seat belt on. Second thing, go to Mexico, right? can't get in trouble for doing a burnout in Mexico. Then you want to put it in first gear. Then you want to get them RPMs up to about 3,000, 4,000 somewhere in. You're going to sidestep that clutch, jump on the brake. Like that. It's easy. Ready? 1, 2, rev it up. See how easy that was? Just a little bit of tire smoke. Have a little fun.